Wine Grime, 𝐾𝐿𝑂𝐸𝑆 best friends. What's up? What's happening? What's the vibe? Good morning, good day, good afternoon, whenever you see this. Welcome Black for my A1 since day one best friends. Black is for expansion, as I say on my channel. And for my new best friends, bienvenida, welcome. Let's get the intros out of the way. I am a real journey in these social media streets. Welcome to my channel, Becoming wisegaylV, following my soul's vibe. And with that being said, the purposes of my channel is I do readings on soul contracts, aka life. Why? Because I feel like all of us are all chosen. You know, you woke up today for a reason. What's that reason? Your higher self, your soul, the most knowledgeable aspect of you, chose to come down here and have a human experience to display some type of consciousness that needs to come from the subconscious realms, if you catch my vibe. So with that being said, our lives is a divination. How you respond and or react to life reflects where you are at mentally and emotionally, as above, so below. Catch my vibes? Got it? Got it. All right. So with that being said, today, let's get into the collective message and then we'll go into the pick-up house. So, what is today? Today, we're talking about you are more than flesh and bones. Hence my intro, or my introduction phase and stuff. And it's just a reminder. This pick-a card is just a reminder that there is more to life that meets the eye. To remember that you are the creator of your life, as I mentioned before, because you have a purpose, but most of us don't know exactly what our purpose is, which is why we constantly and consistently are always seeking out some type of guidance from someone, whether that be religion, a counselor, a therapist, your parents, friends, family, siblings. At the end of the day, everybody has a contract, a soul contract with first yourself, you and your higher self, because your higher self is reflecting down, is you in the physical realm, you know, and you have contracts with everything and everyone in your life to fulfill something. So always remember that. So we're going to get into the pick-up house right now. Let me see. I'm going to be random right now. Okay. I'm saying make the pick-up house tarot cards. All right. So we're going to shuffle. I'm being told be random and shuffle. So whatever comes out first, pick from the top, is going to be pile 1. And this is going to be where you are at in your life as far as understanding who you are, your purpose, and just as an encouragement reminder of, 5 of Swords. This is Hierophant energy. Okay. So pile 1 is 5 of Swords. Pick a top. Pile 2 is 3 of Pentacles. And pile 3 is, y'all go. Okay. It's the Justice card reverse. Okay. So pile 1, remember, is 5 of Swords. Pile 3 is, pile 2, excuse me, is 3 of Pentacles. And pile 3 is the Justice card. All right, friend. That's 357. I'll see you in your readings. Hey, pile 1 friends. Okay, so that means you picked the 5 of Swords energy. Let me put this in. Hopefully y'all can see it. Sorry, my camera is... Okay, there we go. 5 of Swords energy. Okay, with that being said, pile 1 friends, I feel like right now you're in a season where you're learning more about how to get over your issues. And 5 is all about Hierophant energy. And when I see the Swords, I get like spring energy, like rebirth, especially when it's paired with the number 5, because 5 is all about changes, right? Right. So that's what I see. I see right now you're going through a season of rebirth. I see that you're learning how to not hold on to your problems. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing what's his name? Moneybag Yo. I just looked in the mirror. I got time today. So right now you flexing on your haters. That's what I'm hearing. Right now you're flexing on your haters. You're someone who's flexing on your haters, and or you're learning and or trying to figure out how to flex on your haters. Or the people that I'm hearing people, and or the people that's getting in my way. Why? Because you ain't got time today. You know, Black Rose, it came out facing, this is my self-love deck. This came out facing the left. So therefore, this is a old lesson that you're learning to get over, and or your higher self is trying to tell you to get over. And it says, please look before you leap into a relationship. You might leap and fucking fall. Excuse my language. The card literally says that. Let me tap it. Let me tap it. Well, I don't know. You can see it right here, effing, hopefully, but it's blurry. And with this being a rose and stuff, and water drops is all over this rose, as you can see. I feel like you're going through an expansion. Like I said, a rebirth. Yeah, the cards don't lie. Yeah, you're going through a rebirth right now, and you're learning to move more with your emotions, to understand your emotions and stuff. Bottom of the deck, it says, I can see who you truly are. Know that I can see what I am truly worth. Bless. Cards don't lie, friend. This is beautiful. So right now, you know you're bigger and better than what you are currently going through, what you have been through, and where you are growing. I just heard, where I'm going does not determine me. It's me who determines it. I know that's right, friend. Okay, I'm hearing pull Kali Ma for some more oracle. But yeah, I'm seeing you, friend, that you're learning that life is bigger than, it's more than what it seems. Life is bigger than what it is. Like I'm picturing like a picture frame. Like, you know, the saying where they say you have to look at the bigger picture of things. So right now, your lesson is that you're learning how to look at the bigger picture of things. If that's not what you're going through right now, because this is air energy. So if this is something that either you're contemplating, you have because it's going to hit everybody different. Because remember, these are general readings. So this is air energy. So this is something that you're planning on doing. You're just trying to get into the right mindset, especially with this card being at the bottom of the deck. And that's a mask, you know, like a Mardi Gras mask. So it's like right now it's kind of hidden. If you're in a situation right now where you're facing some type of challenge or obstacle, this is your higher self letting you know, like, hey, you have to remember to look at the bigger picture. You know, there's more to life than what is actually going on. Remember that energy goes where energy flows, air energy. You have to think higher, because remember, this is a 5 of swords. So there's going to be conflict. So it's like your higher self is pushing you to think about what you're doing before you do it. Because right now you're expanding, friend. Black Rose, you're expanding into a new romance. You're expanding into bigger and better things. But first you have to understand the conflict that's going on inside your head. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand where Mother God and your higher self, you at your highest and most knowledgeable aspect, which is your soul, which is your higher self, where it's trying to put you, because you're from the high ethers, you're being asked, do you know who you truly are? Like, your highest and most knowledgeable self knows who you are, knows why you're here, knows why you're going through the trials and tribulations that you go through. But you have to see that and project that down here into the physical form, meaning you have to understand your mindset. You have to understand and pay attention to your emotional state of being, because remember, what you think is what you believe, and what you believe is how you feel. They play, your mental body and your emotional body plays upon each other, and they interact and intertwine with each other all the time. And that's the type of lifestyle you live. That's the type of contracts you call in. Catch my vibes. We have Kali Ma that came in reverse. So right now, your higher self is trying to let you know there is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Swords, energy, fixed energy. You always get stuck in your emotions and your mindset. I overthink things sometimes. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. Be kind to yourself. Didn't I just say that right now the Five of Swords is all about conflict? It's a lot of mental conflict. And didn't I just say about that you are an overthinker? And on top of that you're being pushed to figure out, like, don't just figure out like what you're doing. But at the same time, you got to kind of let things go. So when you find yourself, I'm hearing right now, friend, when it comes to you, as far as knowing that life is bigger, more than what it is or what it seems to be and appears and stuff, and you are more than flesh and bone, your message is predominantly, hey, don't effing block your blessings, because this came out in reverse. So this is something that you are currently, like I said, this card came out to the left. So this is a current lesson as far as please look before you leap into a relationship. You might leap and effing fall. So compare that combined. I'm about to say compared. You might compare and combine things a lot. You're a strategist. Because my words is again, I wanted to say combine or compared, but combine both at the same time. So you're a strategist, which is why the swords came out, which is why you picked this card. You might create your own. You got to remember that sometimes when you get stuck in your head and you overthink things and you stay in a certain energy too long, that you will create your own conflict before you actually see it down here, because energy goes where energy flows. So whatever you're going through, remember that it all starts in the mind. You have to see your true worth before anybody else. Any type of hardships you go through, any type of heartbreak you go through, no matter what it is, and the obstacles, it's all because it started with the contract. And it's a lesson that you have to go through in order to elevate and ascend out of that type of lifestyle outside of it. But first, you have to see and find your worth and stuff and know that, hey, I'm bigger than this. I can overcome this. It's not just you saying it. It's not just you saying your affirmations. It's not you just getting through it. You know, that's what we do a lot in life. It's not just you getting through it. It's actually you sitting down and understanding, okay, when I'm struggling in life, I realize that my mindset consistently and constantly, I think this way. I feel this way. What can I do to counteract that? So that way I could stay focused on the positive. So I could get the F up out of this situation and get my effing blessings and obtain and maintain my healthier contracts, meaning a healthier lifestyle. If it's in love, calling in somebody or if you're already in a relationship, then you and your person, regardless if you're in a relationship or not, but you and your person being with somebody in a healthier mindset, that's more positive, that's more stable. If it's money, then, you know, when you feel good, when your money's good, you feel good. So if it's financial issues you're going through, that's just a reflection of your mental and emotional state of being, you know, meaning that something ain't right. You looking at the wrong things. You looking at the picture the wrong way. Catch my vibes. So therefore, with that being said, really sit down and like it says, there's not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Yeah, because when you overthink things, the answers be there right in front of you, plain as day. But you have to clear your mind and see it. I'm hearing pull an ancestor card. I swear, what you call it, fall out. Let's see. Yeah, be thankful. Remember to show gratitude, because at the end of the day, you are alive. You know, you're blocking that. What else came out? It's all in reverse. Interact and relate, community, family, traditions. And then back to the basics, simplify, reduce, and center. Yeah, I'm seeing that right now. Like I said, right now, it's a lot of mental conflict, and you're blocking yourself from seeing the blessings that you already have. So that way you can work healthier with yourself and within yourself, because interact and relate, you know, whatever we mentally and emotionally interact with, that's what we relate to. So let's say you're the type of person where you're watching, for example, constantly, what's those reality shows? Now, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong, but you have to find balance within everything. Because if you're the type who's constantly and consistently watching drama, involved in drama, guess what? You're going to have a life full of drama. Then you wondering why I always got problems. Why, baby and Nene always want to fight me, but yet they think they my friends. Get back to the basics, boo. You know, simplify your life. You got to realize where you're creating drama at and stuff. Learn how to remove things and when to add things up. You know, just like when you were a kid. You know, just like when you're a kid. When you were a kid, if it's something you didn't like, what did we do? We was like, I'm not dealing with that. I don't like that. If somebody came along, you didn't like them, you didn't mess with them. You ain't want to play with them. You know, then your parents come be like, oh, I want you to play with. No, I don't like that kid. Stuff like that. Get back to the basics. Get back to the basics of how you, of operating in a more childlike energy, especially with this being a little boy. How to be more reliable on yourself. If it's something you don't like and stuff, and you don't want it in your life anymore, then guess what? You got to realize that you need to omit some stuff. You know, first mentally and then emotionally. But that's all I have for you, friend, as far as your message. As far as realizing that you are more than flesh and bones. Yours was more of a very tough love energy. Your higher self wanted you to have more of a tough love energy, because that didn't come out as nice as I would have wanted it to be. So I apologize. You know, if it sounds like I'm fussing, but that's your higher self energy. It's like, I'm tired of this bullish and going through the same. I'm tired of this bullish and going through the same damn thing all the effing time and stuff. Nothing's happening my way for me to be thankful for, because I don't feel it. I don't see it and I don't feel it. But that's all I have for you today, friend. Remember to love yourself more today. So that way you can learn how to love yourself unconditionally. So that way you'll never, ever limit yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. Don't nothing shake, move, or anything until you say so. You know, you have the power to do that. And I will see you in either the next reading or the astral realms. Bye. Okay. Hi, pal, two friends. Wangwam. 𝐷𝑂𝐸𝑆. Okay, so you picked the, I said 3 of Pentacles, but I really meant 2 of Pentacles. Okay, and let me explain this. All right. So I feel like you came to some type of realization that whatever situation that you were in, that you are bigger and better than it, and you have overcame it. That's what I'm getting from this. And I'm saying this only because, all right, let me break it down. So when I was learning tarot is a continuous thing. Okay. So, but when I first was learning tarot, how to read tarot cards, of course, you're taught that the tools are ruled by the what you call it, the high priestess, and the threes are ruled by the empress. But my higher and highest self, meaning my soul, me and my energetic body, was like, no, it's actually, we were taught wrong. Like somewhere in time in history, they flipped it to keep confusion going. And so with that being said, like the Empress card really rules the number twos, because the Empress is earth and air energy. But in order to ground anything, earth energy is all about things that are grounded, that's growing, spring, rebirth, things like that. And air energy is all about the upper realms, so in order to create, the Empress has to understand, meaning you have to understand your upper realms in order to grow whatever it is you want to grow in your lower realms, the earth realms. Catch my vibes? Hopefully I explained that right. But pretty much that's what the Two of Pentacles is all about, because Pentacles is all about the physical body. It's all about, money and health. So right now you've come to some type of realization that, okay, when I move this way within my mind and within my heart space, then I'm going to have good as ish going on, so that's the vibe that I get from that. And that's why I had to break down and explain it, because I was getting confused, because I realized I had did something on this card that was that would have confused me. So it's like you're coming up out of I'm saying that you realize that the way you were operating before, it was confusing you, or because you're so used to operating in a certain type of way, like you were taught. Maybe, for example, a lot of times, because the way the world is set up, we're taught, okay, if you go to college, then you'll live a good life. But then you see people nowadays where some of them don't even have a high school diploma, and yet they're thousandaires and millionaires, and they're doing way more than you. So it's like confusing. And I feel like either you came out of that type of traditional mindset, or of however that resonates to you, but you're coming out of a traditional mindset, and or you're starting to see things from a different understanding that's not what you're used to. So therefore it could be it's kind of confusing you, because it's like, I'm doing things according to the book, the law. I'm seeing somebody, who's used to doing certain, because there's a storm going on. See, look at all this high water that this boat is on, but yet he's balanced, he's grounded, which is what the Two of Pentacles is all about. He's created stability in some type of way, but yet this sand also looks like water. It looks like the sand that's at the bottom of the ocean. Catch my vibes? So it's like, okay, this is the upper realm and this is the lower realm, because he's on ground, but yet he's not actually on the ground. I hope y'all see what I see. That's what I see. I see somebody that's grounded in their new mindset, and or you're confused right now, but you're coming out of thinking in the traditional way that you were raised. That's what I'm hearing. That I'm coming out of the traditional way that I was raised. 1 second, friend. Okay, I'm going to pull some self-love. But yeah, I see that you're coming out of that type of mindset, or you just came out, but you're grounding yourself. Grounding is coming. As long as you keep searching through, grounding is coming. Why? Because this is a contract that you're Oh, that you're learning about yourself. This is a lesson that you're currently learning about yourself. It says, do you have patience to love yourself? Okay, what I'm getting from that, friend, is that you are learning to do things that are true to you. That's your current lesson right now. You're learning to do things because you've already either grounded this type of mindset and or you're coming out of this type of mindset and you're just trying to understand it more. It's just saying you're right now emitting the energy of, and it's like, do you have the patience to love yourself more? And the best way and the healthiest way to love yourself is to do what makes you happy. That's what I'm hearing. I need to do what makes me happy, even if it's different from the ways that I was raised. I need to do what makes me happy. This came out in reverse and it says, third party situations are not acceptable. I'm much more worthy. Bye. Look, and it's sheep. Don't be a sheep. Don't be a follower. Third party situations could be anything. Like I said, it could be family, friends. At the end of the day, it's you. It's you who you choose especially because we grown, so you got to first figure out what it is why you move the way you move. That's what I'm hearing. As far as you are more than flesh and bone, you need to figure out why you move the way you move. Is it truly supporting you and filling you up with self-love? That's what I'm hearing right now. Or is it like a third party situation where you're trying to please somebody else before you please yourself? Therefore, you're being a sheep. You're being a follower. Yeah, friend. Don't be a follower. That's what I'm hearing is your biggest, you're more than flesh and bone. My reading is you like, don't be a follower. Be an inspirator. That's not even a word. Inspirer. But first you have self-inspirer. Thank you, higher self, because I'm like, inspirer. That's not, you have to be self-inspiring to yourself. Calling my message is you can trust that what is happening now will give way to a new expression when the time is right. That right time will be the best time. When your readiness matches the requirements for success, attend to your work with determination and hope in your heart. Trust that the divine is taking care of everything else. Your progress is spiritually protected. Okay, so this to me always comes off as having faith. And faith in that what you do, no matter what it is that you choose, however you choose to live your life, that at the end of the day, it will work out. There's one thing that I've always learned, and that's one thing that I always like when somebody said, oh, you can't do that. Like that was my mindset when I was younger and stuff. Somebody used to tell me if I can't do that, oh, I did it. Not to please them, but just because of the simple fact you put that energy on me, I'm about to light a fire. That lit a fire up under my ass because you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. And so I'm hearing that's like the mindset that you're getting or that you're wanting to have, So you have to work on you, friend. I'm hearing a big, respectfully saying, friend, I'm hearing that you're a follower. These flowers are picking out. I'm hearing the word empath. You're a follower. You're an empath. I hope I'm not that type of reader that's going to be like, oh, sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you straight up. Because that's what friends do, right? You don't want to be around people that's going to be your yes man. Like, oh, yeah. And then they think it's something else like, oh, no, that's not going to work. But they don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm going to hurt your feelings. Not in a mean way, but just so you can learn like, hey, this ain't working out, friend. Yeah, because this is this is sticking out to me. This been sticking out to me, and it's facing to the right. So right now your higher self is trying to call in this. Have willpower and focus on your relationship goals. So whatever you're trying to build right now, friend, and or that you stabilize, that will bring you more love in your life for yourself, bring you more peace, bring you more happiness. Understand that you have to have the willpower and focus, which is why this 𝐾𝐈𝐒 card came out and stuff. No matter what obstacles are thrown your way, always remember that at the end of the day, as long as you focus on the positive and you say, I just heard, listen to Power One. So you might have came from Power One, or you might want to go listen to Power One if you were called to. But always remember, everything works out for the greater good. You just have to remember to stay focused, because there is messages in Power One that is linked up to this Power. I don't know why I saged or I burnt Palo Santos before this, but but just to let you know, so that energy is not coming in here. That's for certain people, for specific people, because it's certain messages in Power One that you need to hear too. But that's all I have for you, friend. As far as you are more than flesh and bone message, and I'm hearing the word inspiration, okay, and to inspire you today. But I'll see you in the ethers, or either in the next pile. Remember to always love yourself more, so that way you could start learning how to love yourself unconditionally, so that way you will never limit yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. You know, nothing shakes or moves until you say so, and it all starts within your mind. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, Pile 3 friends. Welcome to your reading. Okay, Pile 3 friends. You could receive the Justice card in reverse. Okay, first of all, let me tell y'all. All right. Now, I'm not the typical tarot reader, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to let you know straight up, friend. I am not one of those friends who is going to sugarcoat anything, because that's not what friends supposed to do. I'm a real friend. I'm a real person. I'm going to let you know, like, what I see in the cards, because I got to say it. But I'm the type of reader where if you don't like what you hear and stuff, you're not ready for me. So, and I'm saying this because of the simple fact of what I see right now. So when your message and stuff is to let you know that right now, especially with these swords being on this card, that you are in your mind a lot, for one, when it comes to your mental. You get distracted a lot. You get a lot of interruptions in your life that goes on in your life. But you're going through a contract of hardship. That's what I see right now. I'm seeing somebody who isn't balanced, that life is treating you unfairly at this time, like finances, health, mental health, emotional health. Like, I'm seeing somebody who hit an all-time low, only because of the simple fact that that's where you see, because that's what you're experiencing in life. Life is not just. Life is not fair at this time. And you're feeling it, therefore you experiencing it. 1 second, friend. Okay, friends, I'm back. Even though you didn't know I was gone. Okay. So, as I was saying, your life, your current lesson right now that you're learning is to look beyond what you see and stuff. And like, I just had someone call, and based off of what the conversation and stuff, you might be around people who also, I'm hearing birds of a feather flock together. So You might be around friends and family. You might be surrounded by friends and family who had that mindset, when it rains it pours. They don't know how to healthily get out of situations. Now I'm hearing like you're just trying to find and seek justice, but it's kind of hard to like seek justice and experience a fair life. That's like I'm just hearing somebody who like, I just want a fair life. I just want a fair life. And it's kind of hard to see when all you see and experience with the people, your circle groups, and then the environments. Sorry, my lip. Sorry. Excuse me. But circle groups when everybody else too hasn't figured it out. It's kind of like living out, like I'll say this. I'm in Ohio, and I used to live in Cleveland, Ohio, and everybody know Cleveland, like the side closest to East Cleveland is the hood. And when you walk outside, all you see is trash. When I go up on the main street, all I saw was prostitution and stuff. Like you knew who the strawberries was, you knew who was selling, you knew who the pimps was, you knew who was the dope boys and stuff. You knew even the kids and the teenagers. You knew which teenagers was hot in the pants. You knew which teenagers was selling them things and stuff. You knew who was who and stuff. You ain't even have to be outside like that, because I wasn't outside like that. I saved my butt in the house because my kids were really little, and I didn't, and like the kids on the street, they ain't even play with the kids on the street. I keep getting my alarm go off. I don't know if y'all heard it. But to us worse. But yeah, confirmations. So but living in that type of environment at that time, it was really hard. I would say that. And I'm sharing my part of the story because of the simple fact, and it comes into play for you because of the simple fact that when you surround yourself in environments where all you see is hardship, struggle and stuff, that plays on your mind. It plays on your mental. It plays on you emotionally. That's why the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor, to that type of saying. It's true, because see, when you separate people and stuff and keep them segregated and stuff, they can't elevate and grow. Because like I'm being brought now to California. Like there are people who are poor in California, but they can look out their window and be neighbors and see somebody who is filthy rich, and their mindset is totally different than those of us who live on this side of the states, near Ohio, New York. I ain't gonna say New York. I don't know really about New York, but people who live near in Ohio, I can say that. Well, let me shut up. Okay, because I'm here. Ohio sucks. Okay, I live in Ohio. That's not me who's saying it though. And stuff. That's your energy. You might know somebody in Ohio. But now I have the Two of Swords that came out. Two of Swords, all these cards is facing the to the right. So this is like your higher and most knowledgeable self trying to bring down this energy. And it's the Two of Swords, meaning just finding more balance in your life, mentally and emotionally, learning how to nurture yourself, paying attention to your thoughts when you're thinking negatively and when you're feeling negative and stuff, because the Two of Swords is always about just being stuck in your mind and you're not able to see what's actually going on. So you're blinding yourself right now. It's a Page of Cups came out, like I said, to the right. So that's all about like you're starting this new journey. This is childlike energy. The Page is like childlike energy. So it's like, okay, you want to know and you're wanting to grow out of this phase of your life. And what is this? Oh, this is two cards together. Six of Swords. No, I'm sorry. Seven of Swords facing to the left. To the right, and then the Five of Swords. Okay, so with the 6, 7 of Swords coming at, it's like, okay, Oh, it's your higher self wanting you to awaken to the conflict that you're starting within your mind, because Swords energy is all about problems and troubles. It's fixed energy. So it's like you get into a certain mindset, and I'm hearing the word condition. Somebody say, I was conditioned to, this is what I was taught. This is all I know. Like I said, hood mentality, but that could be rich folks mentality too, because at the end of the day, you only know the life that you was exposed to. So your higher self is just, so this card right now, to me, it came out the way it came out is because overall right now, your more than flesh and bone lesson is for you to learn that what you experience does not define you. That's what I'm hearing. It plays heavily on your mental and emotional state of being. Who you are, what you see and stuff. You're needing to learn how to, in order to actually elevate in life and go beyond the things that you see and that is creating hardships in your life. You have to realize what is fair and what is unjust. It's a lot of tarot and it's a lot of swords. And in the cups, your stuff is predominantly swords, because like I said, even in the justice card, that's sword energy. It's all about it's like you're fixed above, so therefore you fixed below. That's what your 1 second. Okay, that was my 3-year-old. I don't know if y'all heard him, but he was screaming his head off. He's playing, but that's like your inner child. It's like, pay attention to me. This is a life lesson that I need to learn right now. Yeah, self-care came out, facing to the right. So your higher self wants you to spend some quality time honoring yourself. That's what this says. Self-care. Learn how to love yourself more is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the song, I need love, 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 love. I need love. Somebody is heartbroken. But it's like you not realizing you breaking your own heart. Awakening. Once again, that was facing to the right. Open your eyes to the hidden truths around you, friend. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of hardship. Right now, you need to realize that like I said, your more than flesh and bones message is pretty much that your physicality does not define you, but you have to find your strength. But it all starts within your mind. You need to definitely but the only way to do that is to start caring for yourself, spending time with yourself, honoring yourself. That makes a big difference. It don't take a lot. I know we want a lot, like, for the ladies, probably some mani and pedicures on a regular basis if you don't get that done. And if you do get that done, then understand, like, the reasons why you do it, besides the physical things, like, of just looking good. How is it affecting your mind? Is it really elevating your mind? Is it helping you uplift you mentally and emotionally, that experience, so that way you can move better? Because people with hood mentalities or stuck mentalities, I shouldn't say, and when I say hood mentalities, I don't mean just those who live in environments as I described earlier. A hood mentality could be a rich person too, because a rich person could be stuck in their ways, and at the end of the day, they still ignorant. They could be ignorant. Just because you got money don't mean you not ignorant. I mean, just because you have money does not mean. Yeah, I said it right the first time. Yeah, somebody might correct themselves a lot and stuff where you always, I'm hearing the word autocorrect. Like because you so used to things going the wrong way, you're always correcting yourself, thinking you're in the wrong and stuff. Less than. I just heard the word less than. This is the what you call, like, the intro deck or whatever card or whatever that comes, like the description card or whatever that comes with tarot decks. But I keep this in there, but it says level up with chastity. Chastity is kind of like what's that word? When you're not having sexual intercourse, like, with anybody. celibates. It's kind of like celibacy. You know, it's on along chastity. When you look up the word chastity, it is kind of along the word, the meaning of celibacy, you know, where you're more cautious about, but you're not actually, it's like cutting people out. You're more cautious with who you interact with. So that's what your higher self is trying to let you know, like, you'll level up once you're more cautious with who you interact with. Meaning, so now I'm not just saying physically, just don't do it in the physical realm but also in your mentality, you know. Be more cautious of, as I mentioned earlier, of your thoughts and of your emotional state of being, because that's how you awaken yourself to and open your eyes to the things that's hidden around you. When you're paying attention to your consciousness, what are you actively consciously being awakened to, for one, and that you're aware of, because consciousness is just what you're aware of, you know. That's all it is. Even if you're someone who lives a conscious lifestyle, at the end of the day, you don't know everything. You just know what you know, period, you know, which is everybody only knows what they know. Everybody's living a conscious life, truth be told. I'm gonna be honest. It's the I'm hearing too that you are the type of person who needs to work on, respectfully saying, your emotional intelligence. Like I said, respectfully saying, I'm not saying, learning more about yourself, self-care, honoring yourself, loving on yourself more, because your emotions are all over the place, which is why I started your reading off the way I did, where I was like, friend, I'm gonna be honest with you and stuff. I felt like I was, now that I'm being brought full circle back around to the beginning of your reading, because I felt like I had to be cautious with you. I felt like I had to be like tough love, but I'm hearing the word narcissist. it's the like that victim mentality, where it's like you don't want to be in a situation where you. Okay, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off your reading and stuff. Once again, distractions. You're the only power. I have all of these interruptions that's your mind. Like, your mind goes one way, and then next thing you know, like, you'll stabilize something, but then you're not sure. But that's because you have a lot of things going on that's unjust to you and stuff, and imbalance, not just in your physical life, but in your mental and emotional life and stuff. And it's like, that's what I'm hearing right now. Like, and stuff. Yes, and I have nails on some fingers and nails on others, because I'm in the process of relearning, because it's something I'm trying to do with my nails, but I'm in the process of learning how to do nails and stuff. So, you know, I'm halfway there, halfway. Like, I have some. Anyway, I don't know why I felt like I had to tell y'all that, but like, you're in the process of relearning, or it's your higher self wanting you. Yeah, it's your higher self wanting you to know that, hey, this is your season to relearn things. Find some joy. Don't take life seriously. I feel like really little with you all. Like a little the word embarrassed. Like, because life is not where you want it to be. So it's like, I'm heard the word embarrassment and stuff, because like, I'm starting to notice little things about myself that typically, because I mean, the type of life I have and stuff, it is what it is. I could get 2 flying F's about what somebody feel or think about me or whatnot. But with your group, it's like, I felt a little embarrassed. I felt small a little bit, respectfully saying, because all of us sometimes go through that emotion where we might get around somebody where we might feel less than, but that's not because that person actually is more important than you. That's something you need to learn, best friend. That does not mean when you feel little, that just means that person has stabilized some type of energy energy where they've secured some type of confidence in you. So of course, energetically, they're going to overpower you. And because you haven't established some type of confidence in yourself, then when you get around other people, it's going to make you feel some type of way. It could be less than, it could be, admiration. It could be, unhealthily though. It could be, it could even be jealousy. Not saying you're going to you're experiencing that, but those are the type of emotions that we have when we are around people who have established some type of confidence in themselves in some type of way, shape, or form in their life. Not and stuff, regardless if it's physical or mental and emotional. Because you got to remember, some people, they could look confident and stuff, but that don't mean they are confident. Keep that in mind. Okay, so your Kali Ma message is, there is not always, I got this in the last one, there is not always a need to try and grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must participate. 1 second, friend. That's my baby. Okay. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. Be kind to yourself. As I mentioned before, self-care. You're needing to learn the power of self, the power of your mind. I feel like I need to pull one more card. Okay, I'm hearing one more Kali Ma card, friend. Yeah, you need to learn the power of self because you're beautiful, friend. Always remember that. And beauty is not just a physical thing. It's a mentality. It's a mentality. It just has nothing to do with your physical looks and how much money you have and do not have. Life could be ugly, but there are a lot of people that I know and stuff who had, in my worst days and stuff, they in the same boat as me, and yet they still was doing way better than me. And stuff. They were out taking their kids on trips and stuff every summer and things like that. And it was like, well, shit, it's 2 incomes coming in this house and we ain't been on no trips. And it's 2 people working in this motherfucker. Oh, Lord. Okay. Anyways, I don't know why I keep feeling like I got to share my life with you all. But anyway, chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing toward the future. She sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. Yeah, you just have to see it. You have to awaken yourself, and the only way to do that is to start honoring yourself. Be grateful for the things you do have, the things you don't. Find your peace with it, and get your game plan in order. Period. And stuff. I could say some more things, but it's gonna go in and out, in one ear and out the other because of the mindset you're in. My nose is stuffing up with y'all. Yeah, blockages of the airway flow. Air and Swords is air energy, and when you can't flow mentally and emotionally, it blocks you. You get stuffed up. In the physical realms. That's all I gotta say, friend, best friends. I wish you well. Keep me posted in the comments and stuff because I want everybody to soar, because my team, my friends, we ain't, none of us is lames. Remember that. For those of you who's older and know what lames is. But anyway, I'll see you in the astral room or in the next video, best friend. Remember to love yourself more today so you can start loving yourself unconditionally, because when you start loving yourself unconditionally, then you won't limit yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. Nothing shakes or moves until you say so, and not just not physically. I'll see you in the next video or the astral realm. Bye.